What is going on, guys? My name is Taylor Stuber, and I'm here to break down this Hall of Fame game, the Steelers vs. Cowboys on Draftkings and Fanduel.com. It starts at 7 p.m. Central Time, so I'm recording this about 5.5 hours before the game starts. Wanted to make sure I got enough information before I put out this video, just because, there's going to be new blurbs and articles put out up until this game starts. Once you have the most up-to-date information, of course, if you are in my Discord or a part of my Patreon, I will have all of that updated information up until lock. So if you guys want to join that Discord, it's completely free, link down below. But if you guys are new here, or if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and then comment below, anything you would want, because it just helps out the algorithm, gets me more views, helps grow our community, which is the most important thing. But let's just jump right into it. So one last thing before we get into it, it is the NFL season. Like, the NFL season's officially here. The first game, it is a preseason meaningless game, but the NFL season is here nonetheless. And the best part about fantasy football is the draft. And UnderdogFantasy.com has the best contest, in my opinion, when it comes to best balls. They are running a promo right now. If you use code Stuber, S-T-U-B-E-R, link is in the description. You will receive a free $25 in credits, and you can join the Puppy 2 5 times for that with that $25. That is how I would spend my money. 100K up top, so you get to draft 5 teams, and you could draft around the clock. I know I've been drafting teams at like midnight, 1 a.m., and it's been a good time. Whenever I'm bored, I end up entering a draft and trying to fill out these 150 entries and fill up this puppy too. And if you guys do so, that would really, really help me out. Make sure to let me know on Twitter or in the Discord if you guys use that code, and I'll hook you up with something pretty special. But we'll start off with the DraftKings side, the Dallas Cowboys. And by the way, guys, this is a 33 point over under, so very, very low. And so when it comes to preseason, a lot of these teams are not going to be playing their players all that much. The minutes are going to be in the playing time. I'm used to talking about NBA. The playing time is going to be spread out so much that the players that we're going to see for the entire game are the defenses. And, the defenses, even in the captain spot in preseason, have had a ton of success. I'm going to go ahead and lock in both of the defenses in my cash games. And I do think cash games are viable in this, because I think the competition in these contests are a lot lower than they are in the regular season, because they're not going to be playing defenses. And when they have a floor of like 4 or 5 points, like, those people are going to have a lot of 0-point players in their lineups today, and defenses kind of help you to buoy your floor. And they start off with 10 points, and if they're only allowing like 16-17 points like the Vegas line would indicate, and they're playing against backups where there's going to be a lot of sacks, fumbles, interceptions, maybe some touchdowns, you're going to need these guys in your cash lineups, in my opinion. But on the Dallas Cowboys side, Dak Prescott is going to be out. We are assuming to see Garrett Gilbert will start this game, and it has been speculated by reporters that he will play the majority of the first half, and then Ben DiNucci will also play into the second half, and then Cooper Rush will close this game out. They know what they have in Cooper Rush, so I think we see majority Gilbert and DiNucci in this game. If I were to pick either of these guys, it would probably be Garrett Gilbert. And for correlation reasons, I would probably match him up with a guy like Noah Brown or Simi Fehoko or Malik Turner. These are my three favorite receivers on the Cowboys. And then from running back, Zeke is going to be out this game. Tony Pollard last year, the preseason, or the last time he played preseason games, was played very, very seldomly. And so I would assume he sees less, or maybe a one series. I assume that's all he sees in this game. So I'm going to be avoiding Tony Pollard as well. Ricky Daldo should be the starting running back in this game outside after Tony Pollard. But it's really Hardy that I want to talk about. I think Ben DiNucci ends up seeing a lot of minutes in this game. And if you've looked at reports of how training camp has been going with the Dallas Cowboys, Ben DiNucci has been showing out with a lot of dump off passes to Jaquan Hardy, and his favorite wide receiver has been Osiris Mitchell. So if you're playing Ben DiNucci today, Osiris Mitchell and Jaquan Hardy are probably my favorite correlation plays. But overall on this team, I'm really just going to be focusing on the defense, Cowboys defense, Garrett Gilbert, Jaquan Hardy, Malik Turner, and Osiris Mitchell. These are my favorite guys on the Dallas Cowboys. Now, usually I don't mind playing kickers because, like the defense, like they're going to have opportunities all game, but unfortunately Greg Zuerlein is out, so they're going to have their punter as their kicker in this game, so he's not even on the slate. So maybe that makes sense. Maybe they believe that Zuerlein is going to come back before week 1, so that's why they haven't signed another kicker. And maybe if they get into the red zone or close to the to scoring a touchdown, they opt to go for it on 4th downs rather than kicking with their back or with their punter. Move over to the Pittsburgh side. Now, this is the most frustrating situation on the slate by far. So Ben Roethlisberger is out this game. Obviously, he's not going to be playing. Mason Rudolph is going to get the start, but there has been mixed reports on what we are going to see out of the quarterbacks in this game. So I'll bring up this right here. So Mark Caboli, sorry if I'm butchering your name, reported that if I can find this. If I can find the report on how much of these guys are going to play. That's crazy that let me bring up my Discord. Yeah, so Mason Rudolph will start and play into the second quarter. Dwayne Haskins will play late into the third quarter, and Josh Dobbs will finish the game out Thursday against the Cowboys. So that's what Mark Caboli ended up saying. I probably passed it on this. So if that is, it's right here. So if that's the case, then I would absolutely love Dwayne Haskins. You know, they already know what they have in Mason Rudolph. Dwayne Haskins he said he's going to make this a competition for that backup spot. You know, he does have he was drafted in the first round. Like, this is a quality, talented quarterback in Dwayne Haskins. And I think he's really going to show out when he gets the opportunity to play. And if this is the case, like, I'm going to be likely captaining Dwayne Haskins, because if we can get almost 2 quarters, almost a full half of Dwayne Haskins, it's hard for me not to play him. But then I bring up this report right here where Mason Rudolph will start at quarterback with Dwayne Haskins behind him, and then expect Josh Dobbs to play for the entire second half. So that is really concerning to me, because I have no idea what's going to end up being the case. I think more times than not, it's going to be Dwayne Haskins playing the majority of the game, but I'm going to keep on looking for information, because I know a lot of people are on Dwayne Haskins, but if we're going to see Mason Rudolph and Haskins split the first half series, and then we're going to see Dobbs play the entire second half, I'm going to opt to play Dobbs, and I'm going to get him at even lower ownership than he should be, just because of this mixed reporting. But I'm going to be looking out for that. And then Naji Harris, their rookie running back. Mike Tomlin has been very, very vague with what they are going to do with him. It looks like he is going to start this game, but we're unsure if how much he's going to play. And remember to note that there's only 3 preseason games this year, but the Cowboys and Pittsburgh Steelers, since they are in the Hall of Fame game, they will be playing 4 games. So maybe they take it a bit easier on Naji Harris since they are playing an extra game. Benny Snell and McFarland have both been dealing with injuries in practice as of recently. We're going to have to wait and see who ends up starting for them. But it looks like Jalen Samuels and Kalen Ballage should get most of the run in the maybe the late second quarter and majority of the second half. Both these guys are very, very capable receivers, which in these preseason showdowns, if they can get 2 catches, I mean, they're going to pay off their salary and be one of the top end plays on the slate. So don't mind Samuels and Kalen Ballage. Juju Smith-Schuster, Claypool, Deontay Johnson, I doubt we see any of them today, and if we do, it's probably just one series. James Washington has seen limited time lately due to their injured tight ends, and they've been messing around with different plays, and there's been speculation from the beat reporters that we'll see him a bit more extensively than we normally would have in this game. And he'll be playing with probably their best quarterback in Mason Rudolph. So I don't mind James Washington. You know, he is a big upside receiver. So I don't mind playing James Washington whatsoever. But my favorite second half receivers that are going to get a lot of run in the second half, and probably the most run out of these receivers on the Steelers, is going to be Isaiah McCoy and Ricobusi. They've been moving up the depth chart, and if you know, if you played college football DFS before, Isaiah McCoy from the rookie from Kent State, this dude is an absolute monster. High upside for him, and you know, he could get a lot of playing time in the second half. So I like Isaiah McCoy as one of my favorite wide receiver GPP plays. And then Chris Boswell should be the starting kicker, taking the field goals here. They do have 2 kickers on the roster. If we get confirmation that Boswell is going to take all of the field goal attempts, I don't mind playing him, because if he kicks 2 field goals, gets 6 points, I mean, he's more than likely going to be a part of the optimal lineup. And then of course I like the Steelers defense as well. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. We just came off a really big night on the Olympic basketball slate. We're gonna have another Olympic basketball slate tomorrow. I'm gonna be sure to have that video out later today, and they already said that it's going to be another 2-game slate. Oh, before I get into it, we'll go over FanDuel. It's more of the same on FanDuel, where I'm probably gonna be playing those quarterbacks or quarterback at the MVP spot, whether it be Dobbs, whether it be Haskins. I'll have that information out a bit later. And then I'm going to be playing the quarterbacks like Hardy, and receivers like Isaiah McCoy, James Washington, and Osiris Mitchell, Kalen Ballage. I don't mind. But the thing on FanDuel is that there are no defenses, so I'm more than likely going to be playing a kicker in Boswell, just because I think his floor is a lot higher than these other running backs and receivers. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we are going to see a lot of these guys pick up zeros, and so getting a kicker who's likely to have 2 or 3 field goal attempts, you would imagine, is going to be a lot safer. And then Malik Turner as well, I really like. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys want to join the Discord, that is completely free. I'm going to be talking in there. There's a lot of people in there talking about this slate. We have over 1,100 people in there. Would really appreciate if you guys could join that completely free. Link is in the description. It should be in the pinned comment as well. If you want to know my exact plays that I'm playing on the slate, make sure to join that Patreon. $25 a month includes NFL preseason and the rest of the Olympic basketball slates, which is just one more, plus the NBA Summer League that starts on the 8th and goes through the 17th. But best of luck tonight, and until next time, peace.